Okay, so we made some recent changes to the passion flower plant. It's a little stressed out right now because we moved it. It had, it was, it was actually over here, about right here, and it was encroaching on the plants that were planted there. It needed more space. So we pulled out the plants that were there, we moved them over, and even though they're in those containers, they were already growing through the bottom of the container. And so it was a little traumatic for them. They did get a little stressed out. They're still just recovering from that stress. So their leaves are a little droopy, as you can see, but they're going to be just fine. They're going to come back totally fine. So what's going to happen is they're going to have this trellis here to grow on, and now they can stretch out onto this arch. And it's going to be really cute because it's an arch, unlike the other trellis was like solid. This will grow up and over, and it'll be a nice little shaded area. The garden's actually looking beautiful today. This is almost September 1st in Central Florida. It is rainy season for us, so we've been getting a lot of rain lately, but the garden is doing really well. I've cut a lot of things back and keeping them shaped the way I want them shaped. Some of the plants are blooming, some are not. Not all the plants bloom all year round, but we are coming along quite nicely. So most of these plants you're seeing here, the bigger plants, I planted them in October, November of 2024. So they're about, 9-10 months old maybe? And then this side over here is the giant milkweed garden. The yellow leaves are due to the crazy rain we've been having. This is a large lavender plant in the corner. I actually cut back several lavender plants recently and gave them to some friends to make teas and soaps. This is our Dutchman's pipe vine arch, and the Dutchman plants are attaching to it nicely. It won't be long before they're grown big enough. Look at here, what is this? It's a Mr. Lizard who is shedding his skin. Oh my goodness. And then back here I moved the fountain that was back there when I put the arch there, and that red potter's weed is going to go back there. So I'm going to shape it because it'll get tall, and I'm going to make it skinny at the bottom and full at the top. And then this side over here, of course, garden's always a work in progress, right? So that's a Duranta tree and a type of daisy plant. And it's really come along nice. We've got a project we're going to do today that we're going to film later, and it is putting that little fountain in the ground with a little spray fountain that's going to go there. So the garden is looking absolutely gorgeous. Then I moved this fountain over here. I'm going to be planting those pentas around it. And then all the baby milkweed, and this is all milkweed. It's crazy, the milkweed. So we're moving a lot of the milkweed over on the other side of the house to give it more space. This is a passion flower plant. That is a corky screw passion flower. That is a lot of people call it butterfly weed. And that is a lantana plant that I'm grooming to shape into two little trees. Easy for you to say. Of course, this is my work area back here that really needs to be cleaned up. It's a little bit messy. And then over here, we've got another passion flower growing back here on this arch. And we have another variety going to grow up this trellis right here. That in the corner back, that's a lantana. I pulled it up and I was going to dispose of him, and I set him there, and he's growing. No pot, no nothing, he's growing. Oh, and then these stones here, these were stones that I had up in the giant milkweed garden so I could walk around the plants. And I've moved them over here. I really like these. I think I'm going to get some more of these and make the underneath the swing there with those. I really like those. These, I do like these. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to end up putting these, but I do like those two options of a path. Then from here, all the way to the end of the pool screen, that is all of this is milkweed. So all this milkweed is going to be moved over to the other side of the house. The reason is because the bamboo here, right? The bamboo that's growing here, we have to cut it, we cut it like a hedge. Well, you can see the walkway is getting more and more narrow as the bamboo gets taller. So that is a long way of milkweed. Oh my goodness. So we're going to go back this way again, and oh look, it looks like there's a swallowtail over there laying eggs on the parsley. Let's see if we can get her. Stand still, let her. So that whole stand right there is different parsleys. Oh, there she is. Let's see if we can zoom in on her. Where are you going to land at, pretty girl? She's too quick. Hey, sweet pea. Looks like she's going to land there. She's finding the perfect plant. That larger plant in the back there, that's a Mexican vine that needs to be moved. She's landing on the parsley. Yep. Hey, baby, you going to lay you some eggs on the parsley? It is not parsley season, so we're going to have a hard time feeding her babies. She's going to be laying a lot of eggs. Hard to get parsley and fennel and dill this time of year in Florida. It's just too hot for it to grow. But she's happy. So that's a quick tour of the garden. We got a lot of work to do today. So I'm sorry, I should have added in some caterpillars, right? So I know there was some over here. I saw some over here this morning. This is, look at that big old fat boy. Let me see if I can get him. He is going to be turning into a chrysalis real soon. That is a pipe vine caterpillar. There, now you can see him better. There's a smaller one right here. So this afternoon we're probably going to have to get that little guy and take him inside so he can make his chrysalis. Oh look, there's another one right there on the end. And there's also eggs and little small babies and everything. There's the black swallowtail again. We tried to get her laying eggs over there a while ago. Now she's scoping out the milkweed. She knows it's not a milkweed. She knows it's not hers. Oh look, what is that climbing up full screen? Is that a wasp?
Thanks for joining us here today at Fluttering Dreams Butterfly Ranch for the September update. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.